Joel.
Hello.
I'm further away from you, but I feel more like a living room. Those of you who are watching us and have watched before, this is a new setup for us.
We're cozy. We're trying something out in these summer months. We're doing
Well, it's been a while since we've been here. I mean, we've both been traveling. We've both been
all over the place,
doing a bunch of stuff, and so we're here. We're back.
Yeah. So, hey, welcome everybody to the Dudes and Dads podcast. Glad to have each and every one of you.
Welcome to our living room.
Yeah, the living room. Appreciate you stopping by, doing the couch stuff. Doing the couch stuff, keeping it cozy. But yeah, excited for just a conversation. We've done some trips. We're going to be doing some trips, some travel to some places. And we want to talk about it.
Talk about that. Both travel that we have done as a family, and as you're about to do with Maddie, who's here on the couch with us.
Maddie Moo, welcome to the show. By the way.
Hello.
Yes.
Maddie Moo.
That's our insight. Now everybody knows it's out there.
Now it's not an inside thing.
It's
been a minute.
It's
been. I've heard someone call me that in a while.
Yeah. Well, we're bringing it back. But yeah.
So we're talking about trips. We're talking about things that you guys are doing and why it's important and how to make memories. But welcome to our right before the show. I said, hey, let's change things up a little bit. Let's throw a couch in here into the studio and make it look a little bit more homey and official.
And for the viewers, I'm not even wearing any shoes. That's how comfortable
we are here. Well, before we get very too much farther into it, I do just want to thank our sponsor, Everence. And they're starting this new money moment thing with us, where we talk a little not rather than just telling them, "Hey, go see Everence." Talking a little bit about different topics. So, not Ryan. Ben, take it away.
Hi, this is Ben Holden, Certified Financial Planner with Everence Financial Michiana, sharing today's Everence Money Minute. You've probably heard about Roth IRAs and may have a good understanding of them, but if not, let me give you a quick overview. Roth IRAs differ from traditional IRAs in that they're funded with income that's already been taxed. The main advantage of a Roth IRA is that after it's been open for at least 5 years and you've reached age 59 and a half, you are able to take both the principal that you invested and any earnings out as distributions tax-free. Additionally, contributions are available for withdrawal at any time without tax or penalty, but that doesn't apply to earnings or funds that have been converted to Roth. While a Roth IRA isn't a silver bullet that will help you achieve all of your investment goals, it is a powerful tool that should be considered as part of your retirement and tax planning in combination with traditional retirement accounts and non-retirement investment options. If you're interested in finding out more about Roth IRAs or the many other financial services provided by Everence Financial, contact me, Ben Holden, at 574-537-8773 or head over to our website at everence.com/Michiana.
Well, thank you, Everence, for the money moment, and Ben Holden specifically. Joel. So when we talked about this episode, we said, hey, we've talked before. We've had, I think, Josiah on the show, right?
Yep.
And he said when he did his 13-year-old trip, you guys, I think you started with Aaron, right?
I did.
And so you decided you were going to take 13-year-old trips every time your kids turn 13. Maybe with the exception of Molly, and we can get into that in a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I'm a little bit upset about it, but it's 3 years away, so we'll see if she changes her mind.
Maybe you can take both. We'll get into that.
We'll see.
But you are really close to taking Matthew on his trip.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to talk a little bit about that today. And my wife was on a sabbatical, as many of you have knew. And so essentially what that means is she has a long time during the summer or during this time that she's away from her job to kind of rest and relax and get recharged. Something that particularly pastors and church staff do. But this time, we got a chance to do a family vacation because we thought essentially the whole idea is to make relationships with family, right? That's the reason that you're doing that with Josiah or Maddie.
Right.
That's the reason that we took a trip. So we took one trip as a family. We went out to Maine, out to Acadia National Park, and then we we're back a week, and then Julie and I took a camping trip, just the two of us, to kind of just hang out, rest, relax, and just do some hiking, and so build relationships with each other, our relationship. So let's talk quickly about your trip here.
Yeah,
first.
so we're toward the end of this coming week, we're taking off for a few days. The goal has always been so Aaron, when he took his trip, he's our baseball player and wanted to do all things baseball, and so we did a spring training trip out to Arizona and worked some hiking into that, and just kind of had the Arizona experience, and that was super, super cool. And we were really fortunate to have my sister-in-law helped us out with that, because Aaron, unfortunately for me, Aaron is a Cleveland Guardians fan, and my wife's side of the family, they're all from Cleveland, and so they're Guardians fans, and I'm super glad they're all very into baseball, and that's great. I am not a Guardians fan, and yet, because my sister-in-law is awesome, she was like, hey, she's a season ticket holder, and so there's like special access things you can do for spring training, facilities tours, things like that. So you got to do that. We did some hiking, outdoor stuff,
nice.
Saw the games. That was great. Then next year, then we roll around to Josiah's the summer of after Josiah turned 13, and we were here at Clinton Frame. There was a bunch of guys in leadership that were taking this trip out to the Grand Tetons, and they were so gracious in saying, hey, why don't you and Josiah come along with us? And that was, as Andy, as you know, because you were along, I mean, that was it was just fantastic. Challenging, but fantastic.
So let me ask you this. So time comes around for you to have this 13-year-old trip with your kids. It sounds like Aaron specifically was asked, hey, what do you want to do?
Yep.
He's a big baseball fan.
Yep.
And we went that. Was this Maddie's choice, your choice? How did the Teton, not Maddie, well, Josiah and Maddie.
Josiah was like, want to do something outdoors, want to do something kind of outdoors, adventurous, whatever.
He's an outdoor guy.
He's an outdoor guy, and he wanted to do something like that, and something that was really gonna, I think, challenge. I don't know if he would have used these words, but maybe like kind of challenge him physically, and we were challenged. We were challenged physically on that trip. Yeah. So when I asked Matthew, and Andy, we can all appreciate this as dads. Our kids are all raised in the same house, but they have very different interests.
Oh yeah, totally.
Very different things that they want to do. Yeah. And I will be honest with you, I was really intrigued with what Matthew was gonna like, kind of things he was interested in.
So I want to ask you, Maddie. I call you Maddie. I hope you don't mind that. But what did you choose to do on your 13-year-old trip?
So originally, my plan was that we could go up to Toronto for a day or two and do all things in Toronto City, maybe catch Blue Jays game, MLS game. But at the time of recording this, Canada's kind of on fire.
For real. Those of you don't know,
Matthew has asthma, and we were like,
maybe
that's not a great idea. So Toronto is still, we want to do that trip. Toronto and Niagara Falls. That was kind of thing. It was part of the initial part of the trip.
So what are you going to do then instead?
So now the plan is we're going to go 4-hour drive, stay the night in Ohio, and then 5 hours to Washington, D.C. And that'll give us, 3 days?
About 2.5 days, yeah.
2.5 days to go through Smithsonian stuff, Lincoln Memorial, reflecting pool, stuff like that.
Fun.
And Saturday night, DC United MLS game, which
so you still get your MLS game.
Yeah, we get the soccer in. And I was just really intrigued, like when Matthew was like, could we do Smithsonian's? Now, I was geeked about it because last time I went to the Smithsonian museums, I was in, wait for it, 8th grade, like Matthew is now. And they're like, hey, here's the Smithsonian museums. You have 1 hour to pick one that you want to go to. And for anybody that's been to those, they're enormous, and there's many of them, many options to go to. And it's like, oh, there's no way. So I know I spent an hour in the Air and Space, Smithsonian Air and Space Museum.
That's a good one,
which is a great one. I remember very little of it, and I've always thought, like, man, it would be great to spend more time. So when I asked Matthew, like, what he'd be interested in, the museums was like, he was like, I want to go do this. So I was super thrilled with that, with that response. because it reflects him totally, I think, but it's very different than what the other guy said.
Totally right, because you have one that was just completely sports, which is really just Aaron to a T. Aaron is all about
he's
sports.
all in.
I mean, and Matthew likes sports too, obviously, but I think probably not as much as Aaron does. And then Josiah is really an outdoors kid. He was in Boy Scouts for a while.
That's right.
He's an outdoor type of kid, and Matthew is more of the
he's
our
creative intellectual, the creative intellectual of the.
So
of the
podcasting
family.
is right up his alley.
Yeah,
right?
He probably should actually have his own podcast.
Yeah.
Do you have your own podcast yet?
Not yet.
You and the boys should get together, get one going. That could create some.
That could be interesting.
That could create some angry phone calls.
So tell me what from your standpoint, Matthew, what are some of the things you're looking forward to doing? Whether it be things you're doing or time you're spending, like what are you looking forward to?
The MLS game was like big for me because I think it was either a birthday present or Christmas present. I went to a Chicago Fire game with my parents, and that was like really, really fun time. And the Air and Space Museum, that sounds very entertaining to me.
Yeah.
So Joel, as the parent, and I know I'm playing the interviewer here.
I love it.
I mean, because you guys are making this trip, right? And we can flip the script, and you can ask me about our trip later. But as a parent, what are some things you're looking forward to for this trip?
So with all the boys, the general hope is, and I told Matthew we were driving over here to the studio tonight, and I said, like, we got 4 kids that are all in the house, ages 16 to 10. And it feels like it's a challenge for any parent to spend like concentrated one-on-one time with any one kid. Like
absolutely,
I don't really know of a time where there's just one child in front of me at any given time, right?
Yeah, no, right? I hear you.
And so, partly it's like the thing is I want Matthew to know that I want all my kids to know that they are important enough to me, like to take vacation time, to schedule time out, to just to focus on like to hear from them, right? And to know that they're valuable and important, and that I just like they have free access for us to have conversation. That's number one. And plenty of drive time involved in these trips too. So like there's lots of conversation that can be had. So it's just carving out the time. Number two, this is Aaron and Josiah. This was both the case. Like, I think it's just easy, just as Christians, for instance, that I'm not regularly checking up. I find myself not regularly checking up on asking the question like, hey, where are you with your faith journey right now? Like, what are things that maybe you find challenging? Like, to have those, not just any conversation, but those kind of conversations.
Well, and especially if you've got 4 hours one day, 5 hours the next day, and then the time that you're spending. Like I think that's invaluable, and I think even as I'm hoping, Maddie, that it's not like that you're looking forward to that too, right? The time that you get to spend having that conversations with your dad and being able to just talk with him. Yeah.
And like Matthew was baptized this past year, and like has made I've been really super proud of him. Like, has just made some, personal commitments in the area of faith. And so, just to carve out time to talk about those sort of things. And then like, I just think in general, there are just, we're creating these memories, memories intentionally. Cause I just have that desire, like years from now it would be great when Matthew has his own family, God willing, and any of the boys or Molly or whatever, they have their own family, that this at least this value of like spending this kind of focused time and like taking time away to be with each other in this way, like I would love for that if that was a value for them, right? And it kind of got passed on. I don't know. My family historically, I don't know. We kind of like don't do traditions, kind of, in a way. Is that fair? Like mom's side of the family, like I feel my wife's side of the family is maybe more geared that way. Ours is not as much, and we're a smaller family too, kind of as far as extended stuff. So this is maybe just like to try to reinstate or resupport that value. I think.
Talk to me a little bit, Matthew, about so you've seen Aaron on these trips.
Mhm.
You've seen Josiah on these trips. So you knew that they were coming. Is this something that you looked forward to? And like, have you been thinking about it for a while as far as like, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? Like, did you start when Aaron started? Like, when did you start thinking about what should we do?
I think I've known that I wanted to go to DC for like quite a long time. Like, I was thinking maybe going to Florida or something, but that was a long while ago. I decided that I really want to go see because like the Smithsonian stuff, it just seems really, really interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so you decided you wanted to do that. Obviously, were you disappointed a little bit that you couldn't go to Canada?
Yeah, a little bit. We weren't going to be there for very long. It was going to be like walk through the city, do some stuff, but Niagara Falls was going to be really fun, I think.
Yeah. So that's something, Joel, that you guys are planning to do, maybe kind
Well,
of
as a family.
a part two.
Yeah,
As a
yeah.
family. Okay.
We've talked about it as a family trip. The reality is that Matthew's one of Matthew's aunts lives out east, and we're probably I would like to go out there some fall or something. So we have plenty of reason to head out that way again. So that's my thought. Truthfully speaking, and this is no hate on any of our friends that live in the Niagara area, but like half. Let me see. Molly just went to Niagara with her grandparents, and my wife has been there, and Jackie's kind of like, it's okay. You know, it's like
which side though? The Canadian side or the U.S. side?
they would have been on the U.S. side.
That's why.
Oh,
they need
okay.
to visit the Canadian side.
Canadian side is
yes,
the side.
the Canadian side is the way to go. I've never been to the U.S. side, but from where I could see at it from the Canadian side, like it just not. I mean,
yeah, gotcha.
Canadian friends, you have the better side
Okay,
of the.
You know what?
Niagara.
Canadians,
I'm gonna say that.
Canadians probably feel strongly about that. I'm sure. So yeah, it was kind of like, all right, we'll get a chance to do this again, but yeah, with current conditions and the variables, it was kind of like
and that makes sense. I mean, you don't want to risk that. I mean, because again,
well, if he starts like hacking and wheezing, and we've got like our whole rest of our trip to do, I'd be like, I would not.
That's
feel
not
good
gonna
about,
be fun.
I would not feel good about
for you
that.
at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Joel, when you guys sit down to do this and you start to plan, so like Maddie said, hey, I would like to do these things.
Yeah.
How do you go about planning? Do you sit down, the two of you, and plan these out as far as the exact details of the trip? Do you plan them? Does he plan them? How does that work?
I get a general sense of like I'll check in with him periodically of like, here's what I'm thinking, here's what's possible, and then I just kind of go, does this sound cool to you or not? and then you know, he's honest enough that the Smithsonian piece, we feel like we can do we might be able to get like 5 different locations in.
Oh, okay.
One that I'm really excited about is the Smithsonian Spy Museum. That is.
I don't think we did that one when we were.
Yeah. I'm. That's the one that you have. That's the only one you actually have to pay for. And I'm like, this could be. It's got like a lot of like espionage and like U.S. spy and Cold War stuff, and like so
that's cool.
They've got like a 007 thing going on. I'm super excited about that one. But yeah, we basically, it was like, here's all the options. Do any of these sound interesting to you? We'll prioritize, like, I don't know how Matthew feels about the Smithsonian Museum of Modern Art. You know, that's like, but if we've got the time to do it, you know, it's like we'll add that to the list.
Well,
but,
and that's the cool thing too about just the two of you being there,
right?
Is because you can kind of play that by ear, and you can say, okay, this isn't really doing it for us. Let's do something else. Or you might find that you go through something really quick, or take a lot longer, and you can change that.
The flexibility on these trips, and just kind of being open handed about that is sort of important. And if Matthew comes and is like, okay, dude, I'm done. Like at this
then you're done.
Then we're done. That's great.
It's his trip, right?
That's great, right? Yeah, that's his. I won't be like, no, we need to get to the following exhibits, or this trip won't count. Like that's that's not the point.
I think as a dad, the thing that's important to remember is, again, this is his trip.
Right.
This is the thing that he wants to do with you. So whatever he's deciding is great. Yeah.
So I think it'll be super cool. And just, you know, it's experience as the whole. My hope is that he just he remembers that, sees it as a value, and tries to incorporate, you know, like basically tries to do something like that, with his family someday. I think it's valuable, but yeah, the planning is very much like, I mean, obviously there's the financial component of just like, I have a budget here that I am trying to
Right.
I am trying to stay within, and planning some of those details out. It was fun, like with Josiah's trip, like, the part of the financial consideration that made it fun was like, I was trying to, we had relatives that lived like that had a house that they were not in at the time, like on our way out, so we were able to stay there kind of as like as a stopping point. But like the first night, I was like, okay, we were on the way out for the trip. We were not going to be able to leave until late afternoon. And I was like, well, okay, I think I can get through Wisconsin, but I got to find a place, and I don't want to pay for a full hotel. And so we slept in we were taking the Suburban. So I put all the seats down in the Suburban. We stayed at a KOA.
Nice.
And it was great. Like,
nice.
Great shower facilities.
You just parked it.
Just parked it in, put everything down, move things to the front. And like, that's just a little, like, you normally would not do that. And it was just a little bit different.
But it worked for you, and it made a memory.
And it was fun, right? And it was fun.
Right. Tell me a little bit about other things on this trip, Maddie. Are there restaurants, food experiences, things that you want to do with your dad, or is that just something that you don't care about?
Being able to like kind of I don't know the way to put it. It'll be stuff that's not like stuff we eat at home or things we do at home that we do like every day. It'll be new experiences, I guess.
Yep.
Sure. So I guess I'm asking this to you both because I'm asking you as your family. Is your family one that likes to experience local food and restaurants, or is that something that you?
I want to hear Matthew.
You would rather,
I want to hear what Matthew
or
thinks
would you
about
rather
this.
go to the big box things where you know what you're gonna get?
A lot of the time, it's going to restaurants that we've been to 30 times.
All right. Joel, what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, who do you think in our family is like the most adventurous food eater?
Josiah.
Yeah.
Well, and you have some dietary restrictions.
Yeah, he's got
too,
some like nut, the tree nut allergy thing, which we always have to kind of be aware of. Peanuts too, so that's something we'll have to be aware of. The deal is, and what I'm wondering with him is like getting out toward DC. You do have some. It's kind of more of a metropolitan cuisine sort of thing, and so I think it'll be fun. Maybe something that we can kind of challenge each other is like to find something a little bit different that we can try that we're pretty sure it's not going to cause you to go into it,
because that would be just as bad as bad as having asthma.
Which we bring his med bag with us, where we got the EpiPens and the inhalers and all of that, just in case or whatever. We certainly don't want any of that to be an issue, but I think that's probably like a fun thing to like find something. Because I was even looking, and I haven't showed him the full list of like, I mean, you're in DC. There's everything. There's everything. So we can figure it out.
Yeah, we took a trip out there with our family a couple of years ago, and that was there's a lot to do, a lot to eat. Just a lot going on. Where are you guys staying at? What's it look like?
So we'll, like he said, we'll stay at my sister-in-law's in Cleveland on the way out late. It was Thursday as we're going, and then going to DC. There's a hotel that's basically right on the National Mall. The goal is that we can basically park the car and just walk or scooter our way to the spots and kind of go around that way. I would prefer not to drive in DC as absolutely much as possible.
We didn't even take a car. We took a train. So.
Yeah, see that. We had looked at the train, like I was trying to like do everything as interestingly as possible, and we had like looked at the train option, and I was like, I don't know if I have the patience for the train. Like
it's a unique experience.
It's a unique experience,
and I would say like for us,
for
the most part, it was cool, and it was nice to be able to just go out there and not have to worry about train or travel, because you can get pretty much anywhere in DC.
Once you're in DC, for sure,
on train and everything. Yep. So. Yeah, for us that was really cool. So so Maddie, anything else that you are just really looking forward to on your trip? Anything that just strikes that you want to tell us? Tell me.
Not having siblings around me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, I think it's true for both of our families. Like our kids are they've always got someone else around. So
yeah,
it's it's just nice. It's just nice to have that space away. I've wondered, Matthew, if we could it'll be interesting, like, even as we document this trip, I'm probably gonna try to do a few, I've thought about this because the nature of this trip, like, took a lot of photos with Aaron's trip and with Josiah's trip and all of that. I'm just trying to think about maybe some unique ways we can also, like, document this trip a little bit, maybe some additional things. So
here's one request from me.
Yes.
I would like you to do a gas station coffee review.
Here we go.
So those of you who don't know,
yes.
A lot of times on our Dudes and Dads Instagram, we will have we'll go into a coffee shop, a gas station,
yes,
and get coffee, and we'll do a 1-sip review.
Yeah.
That we get 1 sip and we have to taste it and review it. So I'm looking forward to that. Matthew, do you drink coffee at all?
No, but I'd like to try coffee.
Are you going to start?
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yes. Matthew's doing a gas station coffee review for us.
No spit takes. Yeah. The trick is to find kind of the weird gas stations. Last time that we were down, just a few weeks ago, down in Georgia, I found a gas station. It was it was the Chevron, and it was kind of in a little bit of a remote area. And
you didn't do a review?
Well, because I was pumping the gas, and I told Jackie, because she was going inside, I was like, hey, see what they've got in there for coffee or whatever. I think this could be the spot. Jackie walked out 5 minutes later, looked at me and goes, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And I go, no, I do. She's like, I want to caution you. She's like, I understand that you like to find these weird spots. This is not it. This might you really might regret this. And I was like, okay, fine. So yes, awesome. So now the DC trip, it'll be a good opportunity.
Joel, anything from you that you would hope to get out of this trip? Something that anything else you want to tell us?
I think the cool part is, I think I'm going to learn some stuff while we're on this trip. Like, honestly, like, it'll be a bit of an educational experience. And we've talked about this before, Andy, the value of, like, learning things with our kids, like learning new things, and, like, just kind of continuing to be like a learner. I just, like, I'm kind of excited about, like, seeing the exhibits and kind of gaining some knowledge and having like a unique touch point with Matthew as we're doing that. So, that's what I'm really, really looking forward to. And I'll be honest with you, as we sit here right now, the vehicle in which we are supposed to be taking there on Thursday is in the shop, and I have not heard from the mechanic yet. And we're really hoping that tomorrow I get, like, good news. So
we're praying for
that's just a minor aside.
So Dave Fleischer is watching us on YouTube.
Hey, Dave, buddy. Dave, I was just talking about you earlier today, and it was all good. I promise you.
He said that the coffee in Georgia may put some hair on your chest.
Oh, it'll do something.
You'll need to get to Georgia sometime.
There we go.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So
about you.
Yeah.
Enough about us, Andy. You and your family.
I want Maddie to ask you questions too.
Yeah. Matthew, you cook up some questions. You let it brew and you cook up some questions for him. So 2 separate trips, essentially.
2 separate trips.
One was with family out to the great state of Maine.
Both with family.
With family. Yeah.
I didn't go alone.
Yeah. You know what? I think it'd be hilarious.
Julie, you're on sabbatical. I'm going alone.
I think that'd be hilarious.
No.
Be like, Julie, well, you know what you could say? You'd be like, listen, I know you need a sabbatical. That means I need to get out of here and I need to leave you alone.
I don't think that would fly.
No.
Yeah.
So first one was with family out to the great state of Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the trip. Why did you select this location?
So we've taken some trips as a family. Like, so for one thing, road trips, we love road trips.
Yes.
Like, because of the memories that are made. In fact, we specifically made some choices on this trip that for memory making purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been a lot. Like, if you look at our board, so if you've ever been in our house, above the wall in the dining room, there's a metal picture of the United States, and it has the states marked out.
Yep.
We've been putting all those little magnets that you can get.
Yeah.
When we've gone as a family, we say we can just cross through it. We don't have to sleep in it. Some people are like, we need to sleep there, we need to eat there, things like that. No, for us, it's just as long as your vehicle.
If you've touched ground there.
But here's the kicker: it has to be the whole family.
I see.
So,
Okay.
that being said, we're kind of short. We have a lot of states to cover before my kids move out of the house. We might have to adjust the rules. But no, so there's some that we've taken trips before Hattie was born, and so we've done a lot of like the eastern part of the United States, but we've not done the upper part at all. So like we've done Pennsylvania, we've done all of that stuff, but nothing like Maine, Vermont, all of that area. So it we wanted to kind of complete that up in there. And we really have never been to Acadia.
Yeah.
And so we try to do the national parks if we can.
Yes.
And so this was one we wanted to do. So we pulled a camper out all the way out. We were going to leave early on a Friday, and then Micah had to work on that Friday, so he was going to come out with Eli. Eli was going to stay home, and they were going to leave after work and come out. Our first night stop was in New York State somewhere, and so they were going to make it there, and then we were going to go from there. Well, it would have put them there at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and so that, and then Micah was able to get off of work at noon, so we kind of compromised and said, okay, you can get off at noon, let's wait, you can come with us, because of the fact that, for one, traveling all in one vehicle, it makes better memories.
100%.
So that was part of it, and so we were all in a crew cab. So if you know us, there's 6 of us. We were in a crew cab pickup, and it was
so
fun,
cozy.
Yes. So yeah, we were all in a nice and I all picked up, this pickup and stuff like that. But that made for a lot of memories. And so for us, we drove, we took a couple days to get out there. We were in Maine and Acadia for a couple days, did some hikes as a family. One day, so this is great. So those of you who have been to Acadia, the Beehive hike is one that's it's a notable one. It's a good one. I wouldn't say it's comparable to some of the hikes we did in the Tetons, but it is comparable in a different way. So there is a lot of like iron rungs that you have to climb and like kind of hold on as you're going, because it's kind of narrow around there and stuff like that. And so me and the boys, I'm like, hey, I kind of want to do that one, and Micah and Eli were like, yeah, let's do it. And so Julie and the girls didn't want to do it. They're like, I don't know that that's really for us or whatever. So they decided they dropped us off at the trailhead for the Beehive, and then they drove and parked for this other trail that they were going to do. Well, I don't want to say they went the wrong way. They just chose to go the way that's not the easy way.
Sure.
So theirs ended up being probably as hard, or actually I think harder than the ones that we did.
Yeah.
So they were climbing up scrambling up some rocks and stuff didn't have iron holds on it and things like that. And so so I was really impressed. That was a lot of fun. Just to I really enjoyed that time, because while we were traveling as a family, we were able to. I was able to spend some time with the boys.
Yep.
Julie was able to spend some time with the girls, and just make those memories with the 2 separate groups, but also together. So it was beautiful. We were camping when we were camping in Maine. We were right there on the ocean. Like I could wake up and walk out, and the ocean was right there.
That's so nice.
It was beautiful. Lobster. It was beautiful.
Out east is different. It's been. Gosh, Jackie and I went to Acadia before, I think just a little bit before we were even married, because her sister was at University of Maine. And like for us Midwesterners, this is like the ocean and all those things it's great, right? The woods and the whole thing.
So our mutual friend Tyler Hartford texts me, because he's from Maine,
a true Mainer.
And so he's texting me and he's like, you gotta try these things. So he tells me about this pop called Moxie.
Oh yes.
He's like, you may like, it's one of those things you like or you don't like. There's no in between. We got that. Tried it. I liked it. It was great. It was good.
How would you describe Moxie?
I kind of tasted like cinnamon a little bit, but I don't know how to even really explain it. We got that, and then he said also red snappers. So it's a red hot dog that's naturally cased.
Yes.
And so when you bite into it, it's like
it's got like a snap to it,
kind of like a brat.
Yeah.
has.
Yes.
But you don't normally think of that because the hot dogs don't normally have that.
Right.
So we tried both of those things. They were, interesting. It was good. I really liked the time that we had there. Then we went from there when we left. We came to Boston, which I will never drive again in Boston.
Oh, because you had the trailer with you.
So we had the trailer. We were driving when we got into Boston. We drove through Boston. We drove through Boston. Camped at a KOA there, but like the traffic in general is just ridiculous, right? I mean, like crawling, it never stops, but just crawls.
Yep.
That and there's this whole like World Cup thing that was going on when we were there.
Sure.
So yeah. Anyways, had a great time. Did some of the historic site things while we were there. And then from there stayed the night in Pennsylvania somewhere, and just from there moved home. So did that trip as a family, made lots of really good memories, because again, I really like road trips, and even if you're cramped in a car, because that's we took a road trip to like Wyoming and that area like several years ago. It was, I think it was either Hattie was before Hattie was born, or right as she was born, so she was super young. But those memories that we've made, we still talk about some things from that trip. We just talk and laugh, and so I really like taking road trips with the family. It just allows you to take a lot of do a lot of memories and stuff like that. So yeah.
Anything unexpected happen on this past trip? Something that caught you like off guard per se, or?
So I in Boston had noticed that the trailer had a little bit of a bald spot on one of the tires.
Okay.
Tried to change that. The tools that we had with us just ate the lug nut up. It had like a aluminum casing on it.
Yep.
It just ate that up. And so luckily there was a number. As we were coming into the campground, Julie had noticed that there was a camper that had like RV repair, and it had a number on it. So
yes.
I called that guy.
Yes.
He shows up the next morning. He did a great job, I have to say that. But the thing that surprised me is his thick Boston accent.
Oh, yes.
So like he's talking about his friend. He was asking where we were from. We said Indiana. He's like, yeah, my friend is really big into Aussie helicopters.
Yes.
And goes to this big Aussie show out in Indiana somewhere. And like I wasn't catching what he was saying. Finally, like Julie did, and she was
RC.
And so the funny thing is, she was like, yeah, our local airport does an RC show. And I was like, oh, ding, 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 ding. That's what, like, okay, RC, not Aussie.
Yeah.
So that, as far as surprising, that really was really the most surprising thing. I think just in general, the memories that we were able to make out there, just it was really good, especially since my older two, the boys are graduated now. They still live at home right now. But I also know that
the days where this is able to happen
are coming short, and because like they're gonna have jobs that they may not be able to make it as a family with us to these trips. And so for me, it was just a nice way to make those memories, and to be able to just do something, because it had been a while since we've done a road trip like that, a proper road trip. We've done lots of travel, but a proper road trip, it's been a while. So and then we were back for a week, and then Julie and I took a week and went camping just down south Indiana here. We're at a nice little state park that we were able to just be lazy, get up, read a bunch of hike, do some. It was kind of close to some other things that we wanted to do, and so we were able to take kind of little day trips and stuff, and just strengthen the family that way, where it's just like husband and wife being together and being able to strengthen the family. But then also, the week before we had just went with the family, so that was nice to strengthen the family times.
Do you? And obviously, Julie's not here for me to interview her, but like let's
get her on the phone.
Yeah, let's bring her in. I always wonder, like for her, obviously as a pastor, like just the ability to really like unplug, I guess, and for her as a for anybody listening, I mean, our ministry leaders, our pastors, people that do soul care, things like this, It's a different kind of job. It's one that's always with you. Like you're never not, in that role or in that mindset. And so really to get away is really, really important. Not just for your own well-being, but for the well-being of the people that you're caring for.
Right. And that's the
ministering
whole
to.
idea of a sabbatical, right?
Yeah.
Is to get away, to be able to unplug and recharge and just connect more with God. And
from your perspective, how long did it take? And I guess maybe you had the advantage of doing the family trip out ahead of time. Like from your perspective, how long did it take Julie to like do the decompress? Like
I don't know for sure, because I mean she traditional, at least at Clinton Frame, the sabbatical is 3 months.
Yep.
She broke it up between 2 years, so we did 1 month this year and 2 next year.
Yep.
And so I think it happened pretty quickly. She made some purposeful choices.
Yep.
As far as even just like social media and email and things like that. She made some personal disconnection choices to disconnect, and so I think she was able to disconnect pretty well.
That's good. Yeah, I think it's always weird thinking about, like, we're thinking about the preparation that kind of the simple preparations that we have to do for our trip, the travel, the hotel, the whatever. There's also just the ability of like being able to be fully present in the trip and not have anything back home that's like still holding on to you in some sort of way.
And I purposely made choices too. So like I was on vacation, but in the past when I've done vacation, or I've been kind of forced to take my laptop with me because of the nature of my job too. And I'm kind of in a place right now where I have backups for some of my stuff, and so I was able to 100%. I said I'm not taking anything, so I didn't take my iPad. I didn't even take my personal computer, Joel.
Yeah.
Like normally I would have. I didn't even take my personal computer. I just had my phone, and that was it. And the cool thing about that is I think like we were in some state parks and in Acadia and stuff where we like they didn't have cell service at all or very minimal. Yeah. And so that was really cool for me to be able to say, no, like this is a purpose time disconnect for me too. Yep. So it allowed me to, especially for the family trip, because it was allowed me to be more engaged and more focused with the situation with the family there.
I've been thinking about something we haven't, like Matthew and I haven't talked about, is like just like how we're going to handle devices while we're out and around. Like
90s summer.
Yeah. Like I'd like to 90s summer that as much as possible. And I think, just on our, like even on the open road time, like apart from my phone being there for navigation purposes, I think really just trying to, it's just easy to pick up the phone or to play a game or like to do whatever on your road trip. But I think if we just having the discipline of disengaging a little bit from that stuff and just opening up the time. So
awesome,
dude. I'm thrilled that you guys, I really am, that you guys got to take the time.
I joke that I'm semi-retired because like I'm going to be like this month or this summer, I'm living out of the camper like 3 weeks of the summer.
That's right.
Because we did those 2 trips. Now we're like going into fair. Yep. And it was funny too, because it really was like we took our family trip and then I was back for a week of work, but that was a short week because that was the 4th of July. So we had off Friday.
Yep. And
then we took off Julie and I went off, and now I'm back for 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna be a fair. So
and there for all of our listeners, between Andy doing that and our doing that travel, that's why like
we haven't had any
getting these episodes out has been a challenge.
So thanks for sticking with us. I mean, I think it's been super important for me and Joel to not have to think about doing the show and just like we had to spend time with family. I think this year we at church we're doing the whole strengthening the family is kind of the series that we're going on right now. Yeah. And so I'm really taking that to heart. And I think like it's been allowed me this summer to spend more time with the family. Yep. Not only because Julie's on her sabbatical, but just because of this, and then because you guys traveling and stuff. So it is. We thank you guys for sticking with us, even though we've not had a whole lot of episodes out. We say things like this similarly we remind ourselves and our listeners like this regularly, but like this time is precious. Mm-hmm. Make the most of it. Make the investments. Maybe it's just a trip over the weekend to the KOA. Maybe it's do it. Spend time.
Whatever. Do it. Set the devices down. Get around a campfire. Get around. Take the hike. stay at the place, go to the water park, whatever it is, but like do it.
Yeah, shut down.
Give each other the time. And you know, I heard it said years ago, like with reference to like young people and how they experience. I mean, young people spell love TIME, and I think that is so true. And yeah, we can make a million excuses and reasons why, like we've got XYZ things to do, and we do, but
Time is important.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like, you know, Andy, you turned around and it's like, oh, I've got 2 boys that are graduated from high school and they are entering into this next stage of life, right? And it just we're not far behind, and I just want to keep that at the forefront of saying sacred time away, purposeful, one-on-one, or as a family. It means a lot. So that's our challenge to ourselves. That's our challenge to our community and the people that we care about. Like, do it. Find a way. Get creative. It's worth it.
Joel, before we let Matthew go.
Oh.
Yes.
And now it's time for the Dudes and Dads
It's
Pop
time
Quiz.
for the Dudes and Dads Pop Quiz.
I love this.
Which means we get to ask you questions that have nothing to do with road trips, just to get to know you better.
Perfect.
Hey, I'm going to start.
Okay.
Your sister ratted you out and says that you have a girlfriend. Tell me about her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but she also says no one's met her, so I don't know.
The question is if she's like a real person.
Is she real? Yeah.
Yeah. I do.
You have one and she's real, or you just?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Just a quick follow-up question to that. How did the two of you meet specifically?
We had 6 periods together.
Well, that'll do it. Okay.
That's love right there.
There it is.
Including lunch.
Yeah.
And we sat next to each other for like 80% of the year in like 5 of those classes.
Okay. So it was only a matter of time, really,
Right,
I guess.
right.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. That's
You can only
good.
spend so much time before.
Before it's just
relationship happens.
naturally. Okay, Matthew, my question for you is, what's your favorite thing to do with your dude friends right now? Like, what's the thing you guys most frequently do together?
Most frequently do together. Well, it's a lot of going to each other's houses and just having sleepovers. Like the other day, I went to my friend's house and we just stayed in their camper, swam in the pool, did the things, stayed up till like 6 in the morning.
This feels like what I love about this feels slightly like our childhood.
Oh yeah,
Andy. Like there was not the response that I was expecting, and yet it was.
I love that.
This is when you were over at if you're over at Max's. Just a side note. One of Matthew's buddies, Henry. This dude, he's a comedic genius. I'm telling you. We roll up to this place. Henry is waiting out in the driveway, and what is Henry wearing? Because we're in the middle of July right now, mind you.
Yeah, totally.
He is wearing a leopard print women's sports coat.
I saw that picture.
And I don't even know what it means yet. But he walks right up to me and goes, for those of you that don't follow me on Facebook, goes, women's section, $7, the Depot. That's what he tells me, which Depot is one of our local thrift spots here. And I was like, I was like, Matthew, I love that these are the people you're hanging out with. This is top. This is top tier.
Keep it up.
Keep it up. Yes. Yep.
All right. So you are on a desert island. What is one item that you'll take with you to this desert island?
I'm by myself.
Yeah, you're by yourself. Not with your imaginary girlfriend. Just you're by yourself.
Oh, deep.
Like a satellite phone or something.
All right.
Satellite phone. Okay. Practical.
Yeah. I mean, you got to talk the family. You got to talk to family, right?
Yeah. All right, Matthew. Let's see. What's your go-to snack right now?
Ooh. Go-to snack. I'm gonna say either goldfish or like Ritz crackers.
Oh, the Ritz cracker or goldfish. Okay.
All right. I'm trying to think of a good one that I haven't used in a while, and that's I haven't done a show for a while, so it's been. I mean, I can't.
You gotta
think
get back on the
my
wagon.
brain. And we don't have Marky Mark with us. Marky, we miss you.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do that. I'm not a teenage girl. I was trying to do the heart thing. It didn't work. Just know we miss you. I would say if you, I almost said if you can take a trip anywhere, but like you guys are doing that, so that doesn't really count. Okay, all right. Here, I want to hear this one. In a zombie apocalypse,
There we go.
Ooh,
which one of your family members is going to be the last one alive, and why?
last one alive. Probably either Josiah or Aaron. I think Josiah's probably the most practical and like he's really good with his hands. And Aaron, he actually dumb, but I think he's smart on the inside.
All right.
Like he could employ some intelligent, like some sort of intelligence that we wouldn't. Okay.
All right. That's a
I
good one.
gotcha. Okay. We'll go. My final question, Matthew, is, if you were right now to predict, what line of work you will go into in the future, what do you think it would be?
Like what I think or what I want to do.
Either one.
Whichever. Yeah.
Some sort of like medical field or like research or something.
Okay.
All right.
Like medical research.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Say that.
Dr. Matthew Dumont right here. Okay.
I like it. I like it. All right, Maddie, thanks for being on the show with us tonight. I'm looking forward to hearing about your trip.
Yep. We're gonna document away. We'll get some gas station coffee reviews in.
I want to see his first coffee.
First coffee sip.
Ever.
I'm looking forward to this. My guy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. Hey, as always, everybody, we remind you, you can head over to dudesanddads.com for previous shows, the show notes, all the good stuff there. Check us out, and some merchandise. Dudes and Dads podcast at gmail.com if you want to shoot us an email and tell us what you think. Maybe even offer up some ideas for future shows.
Hey, Joel, if you're in Elkhart County, I'm going to be at the fair this next week.
Oh, go find Andy at the fair. I'll be there the following week for a few days doing some judging of some competitions, Andy.
Interesting.
Could
All
be
right.
a good time.
All right, cool. Well, hey, guys, we wish you grace
and peace